Hello, good evening, coach. My name is Shubh Agrawal and I am from Y20. Today I am here for my CP and SEM, and today I will be doing the our programming assignment 5th and 6th, which is C array and C math. And I am going to earn for a grade B and A. So let's go to the Tune Viewer. My team viewer ID is 7571 841 74. Now come in our team viewer and Ubuntu is open. Firstly, I will make our screen resolution to full so you can see my code easily. Now I am will 1 second. I don't know why this session is finished. Let me log in again. This is the great time we are learning many new things about technologies like using the Ubuntu and the team viewer. Okay, now I think everything is finished. So let me go to our programming assignment, which is the CMath and CRA. So for that we have to open the Eclipse. So let me go to the terminal and start my Eclipse. My Eclipse is starting. Actually, we are enjoying to do this assignment because we have already done it. So, and it is a great opportunity for us also to increase our marks in the midsem also. First, as we can see, there is another program opened. So let me remove that program. 1 second. Mozilla is, yes. We have to open our program explorer, project explorer, and I will first delete that program. And we have to do the C math and C array. So firstly, I will what's the problem? Why it is not opening? Yes, it is now coming. I think there was a problem. We have to open the README file. So I will open the README file and aduc.file. Actually, in that file we have to edit our code. So first it will be it is the readme file. Yes, a readme file for this is open, and we have to edit the auduc.file, so it is open. And the second code that I have to do is the cmath, so I'm will be opening that code also, so it will be handful for me. uh, so this is the readme file for the cmath code. And team viewer is lagging sometimes, so please. Yes, readme file is open, and the .c file. Yes, it is also. So let me first do the C array assignment. Then I will go to the CMath. So in the README file, first I will read out the our assignment. Actually, what we have to do. Then I will uh, do my code and then run and then debug and then execute it. So in this task, actually we will extend the command interpreter framework by adding an array subsystem with the two commands, that is save and get. And the details is slash cmd contains the sources and some documentation for the command interpreter, and we can run make in that directory to build the command interpreter. However, for this task, we should work in this directory named the C array. A particularly completed solution is in auduc.c. Here we have to alter. Also, make file is provided to compile audu.c and link it with the other command interpreter sources. The executable is named cmcmd, and we should also modify only the auduc file, like means we have not interfere in any other files. We have to do only our work in the auduc.c file. So in this directory no other files will be used to grade our work. So that is the good point. And the save command, actually it is taking the two signed integers, an index and a value. It is taking, and firstly we have to print array save on the first line. It is the by default we have to print array save, means if our answer firstly we will read, if the index is between the 0 and 99 inclusive, print the index and value separated by the one space on the next line. If the index is not in the range, print out the out of range followed by the index. Okay, okay. So actually in the save command, it is actually taking the two signed integers, which is the index, and the second integer is value. So we have to print the firstly the array save on the first line, and if the index that we are given is between the numbers 0 and 99, means 0 should be included and 99 should be included. So we have to print the index and value, and they should be separated by the one space, and this line should be printed on the next line. And if our index is not in the range, so we have to put the out of range, and carefully we don't have to put the space. We have to put out of range exactly like this, and then followed it by the index. Okay. So after this, in the get command, the second line, the get command takes one integer index value and gets the corresponding value from the array. Print array get on the first line. If the index is between 0 and 99 inclusive, print the index and value separated by one space on the next line. If the index is not in the range, print out of range followed by the. Actually, in this get command, the firstly we this get command takes only the one integer value, and it gives our corresponding value from the array that we have saved in the previous command. And if the index which we are giving is between the 0 and 99, in which 0 and 99 both are included, so it will print the index and the value which is stored in that array, in that particular index. And we have to print our answer by using given the single space, and we have to print this in the next line. And if our index which is not in the range, like if our index is less than 0 or it is greater than 99, then we should print our out of range which is followed by the index. For example, if our index is 1, index is minus 1, so we should print out of range minus 1. And again after this, save command. And the value should be stored in an array of the long int name array. And the thing is, we have to initialize an array which is of the long int type. We have to carefully use this. And the save command should be implemented by the function using the cmd underscore save. And see the comments for this declared. Okay, let me see the comment that is given. Example, okay, we have to first enter the average subsystem. For entering, we first use the help, and will check it firstly. Like our system is active or not. Then we use array and then help. Then we will use save 2 comma 3. So it actually stores 3 at three value 3 at an array of the index 2. So it will save 3 at index 2. And say in the same way, it is 200 comma 3, but 200 is out of the range, so it will print the out of range and the value is 200, so out it will print out of 100. And when we use the get to, we have already saved 2 comma 3 and it is perfectly saved. So our answer should be that we should get is 2 comma 3, and according to this we should get 2 comma 3. Firstly, we have to compile our program, then run our program, then debug our program, and submit our program. Okay, let me go to the coding part. Okay, this. Firstly, as we can see, we have the void command save function already, and we have to make another function also that we know, command get. So we will make it firstly void command get this function, and then we will go to the our command interpreter, initialize interpreter. In this, firstly we should cmd add cmd team viewer is lagging. I don't know why. In the name, we should initialize. We are doing the C array, so we will initialize it by array, and in the subsystem, then we have the no subsystem, so we should initialize it by the blank, and in the parameters there are no parameters, so we should initialize it by this. And in the description we use just a subsystem. We would like it printed as a description, just a subsystem, just a subsystem. And sorry for the external sound actually. And in the parameter description, it is nothing, so we will print it. We will nothing do it. We will use was, and in the function there is no function actually, so we use we define it as a null. And in the secondly, now we have a two subsystem, that is the command save and the commander. So I am now defining the command save subsystem. So how we will make, now we will say it, how we will make the command save. uh, cmd underscore in the name. Now in the name we have introducing the save, so we should name it as save. And then in the subsystem, as we know, this is the subsystem of the array, so we should name it as a array. And in the parameter, as we have given in the readme file, that we have to take the two parameters, and which is of the long int form. So the parameter should be percent %ld comma percent %ld. And in the description part, we can use uh, we are the saving integers. So it is this. And in the parameter description, parameters in the parameter, they are the two integers of the long int type. Two parameters. Long int type. And in the function, as we have known that the command save function is cmd underscore save, so we use the cmd underscore save in place of the function. Save and use semicolon. I think it is right. Let me first check the I think the team. So if there is any problem, my video is recording, so everything is fine. So sorry. Okay, then we have make our subsystem of for the command cmd add command for the save subsystem. Then now we will do it for the cmd get. We cmd. Now in this part, as now the subsystem which we are now making is of the get, so we will name it as a get, and this is a subsystem of the array. So we should write here the array. And then in the parameter part, we have in the readme file that it is taking only the one parameter. So we will use only 1% ld. Percent ld is actually for the long integer. And in the description part, in the description part, it is actually we are trying to get integers that we have saved, that will be saved in our previous process. So in the description we will getting in integers. And in the parameter description part, uh, parameter of long int type. Int And the function in case of the function, we will the function we have made is cmd underscore get. cmd underscore get. Oh, I think I have made initialize our command interpreter successfully. We will debug it after. So now we will make our command save function, and firstly I will initialize the long int long int long int a, and we will use a long parm for getting our integers. So long parm 0. Actually, I am doing it because after doing in the further process, we have to use long parm 0 and long parm 1 various times. So it will be very messy in the code, like we are using long parm. So I am actually saving the its value in the integer a and b. Long int b equals to long parm 1. Now, and according to our the readme file in the save function, where it is, 1 second. Huh. According to our readme file in the save command, we have to take the two signed integers that we have already take a and b in the long parm 0 and long parm 1, which is the index and the value. Firstly, we have to print array save. So on the first line, so we will now print array save. I will just copy it for the exact. No, I will write it myself. And then if the index is between 0, 99, print the index value separated by the one space on the okay array. So firstly, we should print printf array printf array save array array save on the first line that we have used, and we should also use the backslash n, that because we have to print another in the next line. So it is right. Now we have to use the conditional statement because we have to compare if our value is less than 0 or greater than, if our value a is less than 0 or a is greater than equals to 100, because we have to include only the variables from 0 to 99. So if our value is between the 0 and less than 0 and greater than equals to 100, then we should print index out of range. We will use the exact wording that we have to print, actually out of range. And it should be followed by our index out of followed by the index. So it should be followed by our index. So we will use the %ld and then the backslash n. A, we have to actually followed by the index, and the index value is actually a. So I think index out of range, it is actually fine. And we have already printed the array save in the initial line. Now we will go to the else part. That means if the value is between the uh, uh, 0 actually, in which 0 included, and 99. In the else part, actually we have to print firstly the array which we have already print, and in this part we have to print this part. We have to print if the index is between 0, print the index and value. Okay, we only have to print the two integers followed by a space. So we are using the percent ld space percent ld. The answer, oh, one second. Actually, we have all to save it. So in the array, so we will save it in array, and actually we have to store the value of b in the index a. So in the index a, I am storing the value b. Now I have to print a comma b. And in a comma b, we can also, in the alternate solution, we can also print b. In place of b, we can also write array a, because b's value is stored in the array. So we can also write b array a. Now I think everything is right in this part. Oh, one second. Backslash n for. In the command part, actually I will copy. No, I will write it. Long int a equals to long parm 0, and long int b equals to long parm 1. In this part, the get part, we have to print actually firstly the array get on the first line, and the index is between 0 comma 99. We have to print the index value separated by the one space on the next line, and if the index is not in the range, we have to print out of range followed by the index. Okay. So in this part, firstly I will use the print. Sorry. In this B, actually, in the B, we will actually, this command get statement is getting only the one input. So that input will be the stored in the A, and the B is actually the value which which is stored in the array at an index A. So B is equals to array of A. Now in the print part, in the printf, array, we are using the get backslash n. Then we are using the same condition that we have used above. Actually, I'm sorry for the background noise. It is actually coming from the Google Meet. So printf. In this part, if this we have to print the index out of the range. out of range, and followed by the index that we are getting, which is stored in the value a. So percent else, in the else part, we have to print in this part. Actually, if our in the get statement, if our entered value is between the 0 and 99, so and it is already saved, so we will have to print the two numbers, that is a and the value stored in the array at in index a. So print f, we should print the two integers which are also of the long int type, percent ld comma percent ld backslash n. It is a is the first value and the second will be the value stored at an index a, which is the b. So I think everything is fine now. I will look my code 1 second. Command, as I think everything is fine. I should save my code, and then now we will go to the run part. Actually, it is showing some error. 1 second, I will check it. I think there should be some error in the command save and the command percent ld getting parameter of the type. I will first run help. It is actually not recognizing the array. Let me check why it is not able to recognize. I think there is some error in this part. 1 minute. Our function is cmd underscore save. That's right. So why is there error showing? Let me check it. 1 second. I think there is. Uh, I don't know where actually is the error coming. Invalid use of void expression. I think we should write the return. That's why it is creating the problem. Now I will save it and then run it. Now check it is saying invalid use of the void expression. Oh, sorry. The function name is actually the CMD underscore. I have used the extra uh, brackets. That's why I am getting the wrong answer. Oh, now I get my mistake. So I should correct it. Scroller is not working perfectly. Now I think it should run from my point of view. CMD help. Now, as you can see, our program is running and it is in the array, which is in the dormant subsystem. And actually, we have to active it first. So we will write array and now then again help. As you can see, our system is now active and it is showing the save and get subsystems also. Save is taking the two integers of the int type and get is taking the one integer of the long int type. So now first we will try by using giving the some command using first we in the test cases we have to give the 2 comma 3. So we will first try with the save 2 comma 3. As you can see, 2 is between the 0 and 99, so it should not give the out of range. It will give the save, means we have to first print the array save and then give the 2 comma 3. Actually there is a mistake in this. I have made the array per backslash n in the inside the bracket. It should be outside the bracket, backslash n. And in this part also I think I have done the same mistake. Yes. Now I will save it, then again run it. As now everything is fine. First we go to the help, then array, then help, then save 2 comma 3. I think incorrect. It is save 2 comma 3. Now 2 comma 3 is saved. As you can see, our command is giving us the right answer, array save and 2 comma 3. Now we will also give the command some test cases like index of for the index out of range. Now I will give the test cases as save of minus 4 comma 7. As you can see, minus 4 is the out of the range, so it is giving the out of range. Now we will try some bigger values. Now I will try some bigger values. So save 10000. So it is also giving the out of range. So I think everything is fine. Now by using the get, we should try to get our saved value. That is 2 comma 3 is already saved. So firstly we will use the get 2. So it should give 2 comma 3. Yes, and you can see array get, it is giving the 2 comma 3. And if we put the index which is out of the range, like we use get minus 4. So it should print out of the range minus 4 followed by the this and array get. Yes. Like for example, we also check some other large values. Uh, for other large values, it should also print, I think, minus. I think there is some error in this. I will write help. Once again, I will run it again. Firstly, help, then array, then help. Then I will directly use get 1000. It is actually, I think, oh, I know. Actually, get 1000. It is not actually saved in the program. So it is the giving the segmentation fault. That's why it is not printing anything. Okay, okay. Now we will go to the another part, which is of the debugging part actually. We will firstly debug our program. As we can see, this is the step over. Firstly, we will go into the step over, and this is a function which is should go into the step into, then step over, step over, and the process is continue till we reach our command. As now our step over function is gone because we have to give the command. So we are giving the command help. As you can see, these are the ASCII values. So this loop will run for the 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and actually this is 4. Now we again my step over function because I have to print give the command array for actually activating it. So it will again run for the 5 times. Now it is running perfectly. Now I have to give the command again help. And now after this, I will have to save the integer, save 2 comma 3 that is given in the readme file. Now again step over it. It will actually this is showing how our program actually runs in our system, like step by step how it is firstly going the true, then ch, then this. So uh, we have to do this until we our program is saved. Now we have seen that our program is saved successfully. Then I will try some another values like 100 comma 2. We should try it. And from our previous explanation, we have seen that it should give the index out of range. Now see it will give the index out of range or not. Yes, you can see index out of the range. Now we will try by using the get as we have saved the 2 comma 3. So we should try get 2. It should give the value 2 comma 3. Now we should see it is giving the value 2 comma 3 or not. Yes, you can see we have got our value 2 comma 3, and we also check by using the get like in the out of range values what it is giving in the get minus 4. We should wait until will execute our program successfully by using the step over. As you can see, our program is successfully executed and it is giving that index out of the range -4 followed it. So I think this part is successfully completed. And now let me move to the A grade part for this assignment. Firstly, actually, this is actually the same process, kind of. We have again debug it, but actually we have to fill the tables in the uh, actually in the expression part. I don't know where the command. It is the breakpoint. It is the outline. Where is the expression? Actually, we have to find the command tbl. Then we should go to our next part. In the previous assignment that I have done in the class, it is actually there. I don't know where it has gone. Let me find it. Uh, there is no tab actually from where I can. One second, I will find it. Where from where I can get the command expression, because actually in that part there are the 9 tables and there we have the make we have made the 3 subsections which we have to filled, but I don't know where it has gone. These are the outlines. Actually, every time I have used, it is already present. So I don't know from. In perspective, it is not present. Debugger console. Our program is running successfully. Why there is not an option for the expression window? Actually, I don't know where my actually there is an expression function value here. I'm not able to find it, and we also don't know how to get it. Actually, in the team viewer, we got it automatically. So I don't know from where. Right, cmd underscore tbl is nothing. Actually, in the saved files, we got it. Actually, we are not told how to get that command. I'm so sorry. Can I ask my sir for it actually? Sir, sir, I want information regarding Eclipse, sir. I Yes, sir. Actually, it is an app in the Ubuntu, sir. In our assignment, that actually it is a part of the assignment. So there is a button called sir. Yes, sir. So can you please call him? So can you please, sir, because there is a mismatch in the software that we have gone in previously. So because that time I don't have a query. I don't have a query. Sorry, sir, for the delaying it. Actually, I'm not getting the expression option. Yes, ma'am. यस मैम, एक्चुअली मैम जो हमारा एक्लिप्स था उसमें मैम जब आखिरी में कमांड टीबीएल करते तो उसमें एक्सप्रेशन ऑप्शन मैम ऑटोमेटिकली आता था मैम टीम उसमें उबन एक्लिप्स के अंदर। लेकिन मेरे एक्लिप्स में अभी आ ही नहीं रहा, मैं उसमें सारे ऑप्शंस देख लिए। लाइक जितने बार भी असाइनमेंट किया था तो उसमें हर बार एक्सप्रेशन ऑप्शन हमेशा आता था कमांड टीबीएल यूज करने के लिए। नो मैम, मैं 15 मिनट से ट्राई कर रहा हूँ लेकिन एक्सप्रेशन विंडो आ ही नहीं रही है। मेरा वर्क कर रहा है कोड फिर भी। मैम TL 129। ओके मैम। virtual machine, it is not working on my desktop. No, I mean you have accessed the system of the lab through TeamViewer, right? Ma'am, actually that the Ubuntu sir gave, it is not working on my desktop. So no, you did not understand me. आपने अभी TeamViewer से लॉगिन किया? उसमें आपको ब्राउजर दिख रहा होगा सबसे टॉप में, उस ब्राउजर को ओपन करके आप गूगल क्लासरूम में एंटर करिए। वहां से आपको असाइनमेंट टैब में फाइनल एग्जाम का फोल्डर मिलेगा, वहां गूगल फॉर्म की लिंक है, वो आपको सबमिट करनी है फिल करके। मैम सो मैं पहले मीट स्टॉप कर दूं? नहीं, अभी रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट नहीं करनी है, पहले आप जिप फोल्डर क्रिएट हो गए हैं? Sorry sir for the delay. Actually, I'm really sorry. I have called the instructor and actually she is saying what is the problem with my Eclipse. Excuse me, ma'am. Yes, of course. Ma'am, there is a power cut at my home, so recording से disconnect हो गया. तो आपका लैपटॉप क्या बंद हो गया? बंद नहीं हुआ मैम, लेकिन वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम से डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया रिकॉर्डिंग। तो वो कैसे बंद हो गया? आई मीन इंटरनेट इशू हुआ होगा। दिस का इंटरनेट इशू। then how can I help you? आपके प्रोग्राम्स कंप्लीट हो गए थे क्या? यस मैम, दोनों हो गए। और जिप फोल्डर भी क्रिएट हो गए? नहीं नो मैम, मैं लिख रहा था आज प्रोग्राम। Now I cannot help you. अगर आपका पावर वापस मतलब आपको मिल जाता है तो आपको फिर से रिकॉर्डिंग करनी होगी, बट टाइमिंग अब आपके पास बहुत कम बचेगा। तो एक्सटेंड कर सकते, एक्सटेंड हम कितना करेंगे? लाइक मैं आपको 15 मिनट्स तक और दे सकती हूँ, इससे ज्यादा नहीं दे पाऊंगी। अगर तब तक आपका मैनेज हो जाता है तो कैन ट्राई टू कंप्लीट इट, अदरवाइज ड्रॉप द मेल टू द प्रोफेसर बिलो। That's the first of examination thing before giving such. No sir, actually yesterday we provided 15-minute extra time for the submission only. That's why I was telling this. Okay, it is already. Yes. Excuse me, ma'am. Wait 1 minute. TL 129. Shubh, please check. No. Yes, ma'am. It has come. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Yes. Any other issue? Ma'am, we have to submit 4 codes or 2 codes. Sorry, I did not understand. Ma'am, we have to do that now. And in the expression, we will. So finally, sorry for the great lot of the delay. And finally, my expression option has come. So we will TBL. As we can see there, actually I will full screen it. As you can see, command T0, T1, T2, T3, they all are actually filled. So and they are the filled till the command TBL 9. As you can see, they are. Command TBL, and now as we have made the subsystem, 3 subsystems, so that's why command TBL 10, command TBL 11, and command TBL 12, their values are empty. So we actually have to fill those values. As you can see, they are the empty. So now let me go to fill these values. So now first we will run it, and now then debug it. As you can see, we have no warning. So first we use a step over function. As it is in the initialize interpreter, we should step into it. As we have step into, then step forward, and then step into where is the function. Wherever is the function, we have to step into it. So we have now, and then this is not our part of the syllabus, so we will just step over. Actually, I have skipped this part, so I have to terminate it and then again run it. So this in the interpreter part, I will step into it, then step over, step over. Now in this part, there's subsystem. So we will step into it. As we can see, as you can see from here, for the command 10, as you can see, whenever we step into it, their values got filled up. It is actually the process by which our computer execute our program. So now this value, as you can see, these values are filled completely. Now there's a turn for the command save subsystem. So we will just step into it, and then 1 second, I will now command 11. Now you can see when we just step over, you can see first the function subs, name subs, parameter description, and then the parameter description, and then at the last function. These values are getting filled completely. Now we will get our, we have got into the command schedule. Actually, there is a lag, so it has skipped one part. So we should just use this and then debug our program. And in the debug part, we should go into the initialize, as I have done it already. So I am just skipping these parts, as I have the left command get option. Then so I am going to fill the 12th command tbl 12, as it is not filled by us. So now, as you can see, when we will go to the, oh, sorry. First, go to the step, then step into, then step over, step over, and then step into. As now we will open the command tbl 12. As you will see now, when we will go to the step over, these value will get automatically filled. First the uh, subsystem, then palms, then description, then parameter description, then again the function. So these values are getting find actually. So I think I have completed successfully. Uh, Now we will step over. We have get our command back into the command prompt. Then we will again step into it. Now again we have gone to this part. It is a step over function has gone because it is wanting our program. So we will just help. Then again, you can see that in the variable part. Actually, these are the ASCII values for the H, initially for the H, then E, फिर L, फिर then p. So it will run for the 4 times. Actually we have to done it, then again our step of function is gone, so we will write the array for activating our command. So these are again the ASCII values that we have seen in the variable part. So it will run for the 5 times because array has the 5 characters. So it will run like this again and again. These process I have already done previously before. There is an error in my expression window. So I am just using it again. So again I am help. Then I am using it step over. Then yes, you can see my subsystem array subsystem is active now. Then save 2 comma 3, you can see save 2 comma 3, this is going and going and going. As you can see 2 comma 3 is now saved. Let me try to save the -4, which is out of the range. So what should be our output? Let me see it. Let me see. Step over. As you can see, our index is out of range, and that's the answer that we want. Now we will use the get function. So in the get, we should get our, by using we are entering the 2, so we should get our answer as the 3. So now let's see what we will get. As you can see, I have got 2 comma 3. Now I will use get minus 5 comma minus 5. As we can know, this is index which is out of the range, so it should print out of range -5. It is, so now check it is printing -5 or not. As you can see, this is perfectly giving index out of range -5. Now we will just quit it. As you can see, there will run for the 4 time, as it quit has the 4 characters. As yes, our program is completed successfully. It is the CMD array. So now let's us just submit it. So now first STUS, then C array, then make run. As you can see, firstly we will use help, then array, then help. Then we will save as a 2 comma 3. As you can see, it is saved. Now we will save -4, which is, so it should give the index out of index incorrect number of the parameters. So it is giving, say, oh sorry, we have to give the 2 numbers. So -4 54 comma 7, so it should give the index out of range of -54. Yes, it is giving. Now we will use the get 2, so it should give 2 comma 3. Yes, we are getting 2 comma 3. Now get -5, it should give the out of range -5. Yes, so we just quit it. As our program is successfully running, we will make submit it. Make submit. Our program is submitted successfully. Now I will move to our second assignment. Sorry for the great delay. Start Eclipse. Now we have completed our first program. Now in the second program, in the readme file, actually in this task we have to extend our command interpreter framework by adding a math subsystem with the 2 commands. Actually add mult and CMCND contains the sources and some documentation for the command interpreter. So we can make in that directory to build the command interpreter. However, for this task, we should work in the directory named CMath. Actually, in the previously we are working in the C array. Now in this, we have to work in the CMath. A particular partially completed solution is in audu.c. Here we have to alter it. Also, make file is provided to complete audu.c and link it with the other command interpreter sources. The executable is named CMCMD, and we should modify only the audocs.c file in this directory. No other file will be used to grade out. Like means we have to work in our audu.c file only. The add command should add two signed integers, print math add on the first line and the sum on the next line. So actually in the we have to first make the command in two commands in the command interpreter. First is the add and then the mult. In the add command, we should take the two signed integers and firstly we should print the math add on the first line, and in the second line we have to print the sum of the two integers that we have given. Secondly, the mult command should multiply two signed integers, print math mult on the first line and their product on the next line. So in the mult command, actually we are taking the two signed integers, and firstly we should print the math mult in the first line, and we should multiply the given in two integers, and we have to print their product in the next line. The add command should be implemented by the function cmd. Oh, the add command should be implemented by the function cmd underscore add. Similarly, the mult command we should implement it by using the function cmd underscore mult. See the comments for already declared. Okay. As we have given the test cases, first we use this math. Then we have to add math to add 2 comma 3. It means it should print the math add 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. And when we give mult 2 comma 3, then it should give the firstly give the mult mult, and 2 3 is 6. And we should first compile our program, then run our program, and then debug and then submit our program. Okay, so there is nothing. Let me go to our the coding part of this program. As we can see, void cmd underscore add command subsystem is already function is already added. We will make the void cmd underscore mult cmd underscore mult this command. Now we will go to our the in, initial interpreter. So now cmd name. Firstly, we have make our program's name as the math. Math in the subsystem. There is a no subsystem for this math. So this is as it is. And in the parameters, there are no parameters for the math. So it is represented like this. In the in description, it is actually adding to it is a just a subsystem actually. So we will write just subsystem, and in the pre-description part there is no parameter description. So we will write it is, and in the function there are no functions. So we should use it as a null. And now again cmd, for we are now making the subsystem for the add command. So now we are making cmd and for this command subsystem we will name it as add, and in the this is the actually the subsystem of the math. So we will write math here. The parameter, it is actually, we have in the readme file we have seen that it is actually taking two parameters, which are of the form long int. So we will use the percent ld, and in the description part we can the description actually uh, getting we are actually adding two integers, adding two integers. And in the pre parameter description part, it is actually parameter getting two parameters of type long int, sign side integers. And in the function, as we have declared above, function for the add is cmd underscore a double d. Now similarly we will make a function for the subsystem for the mult, that will multiply uh, the two given integers. So we will give it the name mult. Then in the subsystem part, as we know, this is the subsystem of the math. So we will write the math here, and in the parameter, in this part, as we have in the seen in the readme file, mult also is taking the two signed integers. So we will use the parameter percent ld, ld. Sorry for the background noise; it is coming from the Google Meet. Now in the description part, it is actually multiplying the two integers. Multiplying two integers. And in the predescription, I will actually change it. Above, I have used the two sign integer, but except of this, I will use actually format. That the format we have given is actually add int 1 comma int 2. Similarly, in this part, the format will be format mult int 1 comma int 2. So I think, and in the function part, we have declared the function for the mult as cmd underscore mult. cmd underscore mult. Now we have completed our code for the initialize interpreter. Now let we go to the cmd add part. In this function, actually in the readme file, as it is given that firstly we have to first we go to the in the add command, that it should actually print first the math add on the first line, and then and the sum on the next two lines. Okay, okay. So firstly we should take the number. So long int a is equals to long parm. Long parm is actually the taking the teacher from the command prompt, and I have uh, given the long int a is equals to long palm 0, because after this we have to use the long palm 0 and long palm 1 various times, so it will be the messy in the code, like we are using again and again long palm 0 long palm. So I have initialized the variable a as a long 1 and the variable b as the long palm 0, a long palm 1. So similarly long int b is equals to b is equals to long arm 1. So we have get these two integers. According to the readme file, firstly we have to the print f the math. In the readme file, let me see the exact value that we have to print. Math add. Then after this part, I have to use the backslash n because we have to print our next answer in the next line. So this. Okay, we are creating the long int sum variable because we have to print the sum of the array, that sum of the variables that we have taken. So sum is equals to a plus b. It is actually storing the value of the a plus b, and now we have to print it printf as the sum is of the percent long int type. So we use the percent ld percent ld, and it is followed by the backslash n because we have to print in the next line another input in the next line. So now we will just print the sum, and it is fine. So let me go to the readme file again for the command mult. As in the command mult, we should take the two signed integers, print math mult on the first line and the product in the next line. So again, we will go to into the coding part. As the process is same, first we should take the two define the two integers as a long int a is equals to long parm 0, long int b is equal. Long int a, long int b, and in this part, firstly we should printf math, and then mult. It is used for the multiply. It is used for the multiply. Then after this printf, we will define another variable long int as as product. I am using it as a pro. Okay, I will write fully product, which stores the actually the product of the A and B, and now we have to print it percent. It is also of the percent ld type. So print percent long int type. So we will print percent ld followed by the slash n, and then the product. I think according to the README file, everything is okay, and we will just remember the test cases that it is given 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 3 for this. So I think everything is fine now. Let me run it. If we have saved our program, now we will running it as let me check if there is any error. If there is error, firstly I should write help. As we can see, our math subsystem is already created, so I will just write math. Then again help, As you can see, our system subsystems has already been created. Add subsystem and mult subsystem. In the add subsystem, it is taking the two integers of the long int type, and mult is also taking the two integers of the long type, and it is adding two integers. It is multiplying two integers, and math is just a subsystem, and it is now active because we have activated it. So now we will try to add some values. Add 2 comma 3. Oh, sorry, we have enter wrong commands 2 comma 3. So you can see we have to print a math add, and 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. So the program is working correctly. Similarly, we will use the mult 2 comma 3. So it should give the 6. Yes, as you can see, math mult 2 comma 3 into 2 into 3 is equal to 6. It is giving our output as correctly. We will check some other test cases as add like 9 into 9 comma 2. So 9 plus 2 is equals to 11. So you can see math add 9 plus 2 is equals to 11. And secondly, we will use the same for the mult. You can see mult 9 comma 2 is equals to, as you can see, 9 into 2 is equals to 18. So we are getting math mult 9 comma 2 is equals to 18. As you can see in the readme file also, we have to print our command as like the same like math add 5 mult 2 3 math mult 5. So we are getting our output same as of the readme file. So let me now debug our program. Firstly, I will debug it. So I will go to the step over function. Now it is in the initialize. I will initialize it. I will go into the initialize interpreter in the final part. Uh, as you can see in the variable part, now our step over function is gone because we have to give the command now help. Now we have as help has a 4 characters, so it will ASCII value. So in the variable part in the right of the window, we can see the ASCII value of the characters. It will run for the 4 times. As you can see, our command has executed. So now we have to enter the math. Then again run our command. It has also 4 characters, so it will run 4 times, and we can see also the ASCII value of the each characters in the variable part. Now math is executed successfully. Now we will enter help again. So we will step over it again. It will also go for the 4 times. So now our subsystem has been active. So now we will try to add 2 comma 3 here again. So we are getting 2 comma 3. So we will have to wait for the process to complete. As you can see, it is by using the step over, we can see how our program actually works in the background. So how one step by step our function go from one part to another. So as you can see, we have add 2 comma 3 math add and it should give the 2 plus 3 is equals to 5, and it is actually giving it. Now we will give another command as the readme file says mult 2 comma 3. As you can see now it is giving 2 comma 3. So now, as you can see, our program has math mult 2 comma 3. It is printing 2 into 3 is equals to 6, and before 6, we have to print math mult mult. Similarly, in the previously, I have also showed another test cases. So these are the same way that our README file says that we have a program has to send, and we have done it. So the B grade part for this program is completed. Now I will go to the grade A part for this assignment. It is actually the same, but we have to use the program command to be a TBL for, and actually 1 second I will show you. Um Command TBL One second, I will remove this all. Add new expressions. Go to BL. Okay, one second. I think, okay, it is. Firstly, I will quit it. QUIT quit. It will again run for 4 times. Now it has been quit. Now command 2BL. I think in the AUDUC part, it is this part is running successfully. First, we should run it, and in the command TBL part, we should remove that irrelevant CMD. Breakout modules outline. Everything is fine, so why it is actually creating a problem? %LD, our function is giving the right output. Our function for the command underscore what's wrong here actually. We have already saved it because our function is running. CMD underscore TBL. Why we are not getting? I think again, like in the first part, it is again the problem from the Eclipse side because my code is running and debugging perfectly as you can see previously. For the A part, I have to For the CMD, CMDB underscore remove all the expressions. Yes, CMD underscore TV. I have used the same command previously, but it is not giving the output right now. As you can see in the C array part, I have initially in this part also you can see I have used it.
Guys, last 10 minutes. Nishan, check your camera.
Add a new expression. It is showing nothing. For the CRA part, I have already shown the A grade part, and in this part, I don't know why it is the second for the second assignment. I don't know why it is creating the problem. 10 minutes later, previously, I have shown that. You can see CMD underscore TBL. I don't know why it is creating the problem. I will save it. Actually, and the debugging configuration, remove all breakpoints. So,
Excuse me, ma'am. क्या हो गया? सर वो मेरा पावर कट का इशू था ना, तो सर मैंने रिकॉर्डिंग कर ली है, तो दोनों सबमिट कर सकता हूँ? हाँ, जो भी है सब सबमिट कर दो. ओके सर.
I will try by just log in again. If it is done, then it's I don't know. I know how to do it, but from the system side, it is not happening. Command save, and then in this part, sir, as you can see, I am trying to add here, and 20 minutes earlier, I have used the same command, and my program has run. I don't know why it is not running now. So, okay, I will submit it. So please consider it. As you can see in the C array part, I have already used the command TBL expression. Firstly, don't have an expression window, so 20 minutes time for my program has got into the getting the expression window, which Nancy ma'am has given me. So please, sir, consider it for the A grade, sir, because as you can see, I am typing the CMD underscore TBL, but it is not showing anything. And 20 minutes earlier, I have used the same for the CMD array. So, sir, please consider it. I will, as you can see, I have run and debugging it successfully, and I am also running it from the terminal as stus make run, then help help, then math, then help, then add 2 comma 3, sorry, add 2 comma 3, it is fine, and it is ultimate 2 comma 3, it is showing 6. Now I will quit. So make submitted. So my program has been submitted. I will now, I will rename it. It is now.
Hello, sir. Yes. Then my code. Now I should please give me time to submit the recording. Yes, yes, okay. 10 minutes extra I will give for submission. You can do that. Excuse me.
It is asking for the verification.
Yes. Excuse me. Yes, sir, I'm here. I asked you.
no, my system is lagging a lot.
Okay, so I have to make recordings too, right? Yes, you can. And mail to the Professor Miller and Parul and me put us in the CC and then mail. Explain the issue which you faced. Explain the complete issue. Yes.
मैम
Yes.
मैम एक्चुअली वो जो मेरा सेकंड कोड में भी वो एक्सप्रेशन वाला कमांड टीबीएल पे शो नहीं कर रहा था, तो मैंने अब लेकिन सबमिट कर दिया। तो मैम इसके रिगार्डिंग कंप्लेन किसको करनी पड़ेगी कि वो कमांड टीबीएल में कोई शो ही नहीं कर रहा था अब?
आपने वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन किया?
हाँ यस मैम, वीडियो में भी बोल दिया, उनको शो भी कर दिया है कि पहले 10 मिनट पहले पहले कोड में कर रहा था लेकिन अब नहीं कर रहा है।
हाँ, then no issue, वो दिख जाएगा। जब वीडियो प्रोवाइड होगा तो वो सब हो जाएगा।
ओके मैम।
And students, you only have to share the link now. Yes, you need to paste the link. Students, please do fast. It is time up now, but I will give 10 to 15 minutes extra only for the submission. So do fast. Sir, I'm here, sir. Students, stop writing, stop recording. This extra time is only for uploading the college. Yes, Nancy? I'm here, sir. If you hopefully, I will be managed. Okay, Nancy. Okay, Nancy. Ma'am, done. Okay. Share the link. Okay, sir. You can leave it then.
Firstly for the